But I feel like it would be selfish of me to go and actively try to go and have kids right now, knowing that I don't want them right now, you know? I feel like, and I don't know, I feel like a lot of people don't really think about that. They just kind of go and just have kids because you're supposed to have kids and that's what, you're expected to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's really, it's irresponsible of people, to make such a huge decision.
Life-changing decision.
Right, on just that thought process. But even though that's, my perspective, like, hey, I don't want to have kids right now, it still doesn't take away the pressure of like society and that, like, I don't know, like that little voice in your head, like, oh, are you making the right decision? Like, what if you wait too long? And what if,
There's always that what if.
Exactly. And I feel like that's for me where like the fear of getting older comes from. It's like tied to fertility, not necessarily appearance or yeah. I feel like how I said on the contrary, I even to this day I look forward to getting older because the knowledge that I have now I did not have when I was 21, 22 years old, And not even just the knowledge, but the confidence that comes with that, and like knowing who you really are and like getting to know yourself and learning to love yourself and appreciate yourself on a whole different level. I feel like a lot of the times that comes with age.
Yeah.
And it's something that like, if this is how I'm feeling and I'm not even 30 yet, I can only imagine
when you're
40, when I'm 45, when I'm 50. And I look forward to those years. And I feel like it hits me. I would always hear people say that, like, oh, aging like fine wine, or, they were proud of the age that they are. And one person that's close to us that I automatically think of, I have an example, is Darian's mom. Like, she always talks about how she is so happy to getting older and getting wiser and how she looks forward to it. And I feel like having that reminder and like having someone close to me being excited about that, I feel like it's just a little constant reminder of what to look forward to.
Yeah.
And I feel like you kind of share that with your aunts too, how you said they guide you in a way of what they've lived through too. And I feel like it's the beauty of life, because
everybody has their own stories.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Do you feel like you relate? Is there something in your life where you feel like there's pressure? And, for me, it's fertility. It may be something else for someone else. I know, like, education or career-wise, like, that's a huge, common one for people to have.
Yeah.
Do you have that pressure in your life? And if so, like, what does it look like?
I feel like for me right now would be I feel like I have a list, not gonna lie. Because I feel like if I start comparing myself, which is not good, I feel like I am way behind. But one of them would be finding something a career that I know it's for me. It's like the right thing. Second one would be, this might be, I'm getting vulnerable here, so don't. And another one would be like love, cause like it's like I'm 22 and I still haven't, I know it's weird, okay. but that's how I feel, and I know I'm not the only one who's also in their 20s and feeling like life is passing them through, and they see other people going through other milestones, and you're still kind of like, you're not behind, but you're just going at my pace, and I feel like my pace right now is a little bit slow compared to others. So I feel like that's another one that I am worried, because I am getting older, and we change, and you never know. Life is all weird, so that's why I'm not sad about it. I don't want to sound sad about it. And I feel like how it looks for me, I feel like right now I'm trying to enjoy more of my parents, that I have the opportunity to have them, especially since we're talking about aging. They are older, and they're not, if I start comparing to other parents, they're not your normal. No, they're not your normal. they're older compared to other parents because they had us at a way later. They had us at a way later age, and so right now I'm more focused on enjoying the time I have with them. I'm not saying anything bad is happening or anything like that, but you never know. And I feel like right now that's how it looks like, more of me enjoying the people that I have around me, especially with them being a lot older compared to like other parents.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's valid. I feel like, you know, most people our age probably don't think about that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they think that, especially people that haven't lost anyone close to them in life, you know, they kind of go
Mm-hmm.
living life and not taking into account the relationships that they have with people and how you
Mm-hmm.
say, and like, and it is true, like, and anything can happen in any moment,
Yeah.
you know? And I think it's really cool that you do take that into account and you try to appreciate the time that you have with
Mm-hmm.
them. Um, Going back to what you said though, since you had a
I know
list.
I saw I had to edit.
But I mean, it's good that you know you kind of keep that in mind,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assuming are things that you want to work on or that you're
Oh
actively,
yeah.
you know, taking into account. You mentioned like your love life. Is there something that you feel like is stopping you from because you're young, you
Oh
know?
yeah.
And I feel like most people would give the advice to live your life, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and my advice would be not to settle down and not just go with, you know, the first person that you
Mm-hmm.
see, but get to know people. I feel like my thing is like get to know people, not necessarily in a romantic way, but
Friends.
friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because networking, like those friendships, can lead not only to love interests, but other opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
you know, life opportunities. Do you feel like, do you actively do that in your life? Do you water that part of your life to put yourself out there and meet people just in general? What do you feel like stops it?
I'm too scared, not gonna lie. I don't know why. I just feel like I was even gonna tell you about how we were also some context, we were gonna plan on talking about some topics we have for each other for the future episodes, and one of them was actually kind of first interactions, and I am very bad with interacting with especially new people. Like I feel I'm just too scared. I know that's a bad thing, but yeah. And
What are
I
you
feel like
scared of though? I'm
I don't know.
curious.
I'm scared. I'm scared of falling. I don't know. I'm. This is my. This is me feeling being vulnerable, but I'm scared of falling into a very toxic relationship.
Really?
That's like my biggest fear.
What is it about being scared of it though? Like, do you feel like you're scared of allowing yourself to be hurt?
Mm-hmm. Because I've seen other people around me in toxic relationships, and I don't want to be like that. And but I say that right now, and in the future you never know, because whenever you fall in love, my mom that like my mom says, el amor a pendeja. And so I truly believe that because I've seen that with my own eyes with other people. So I feel like for me, that's one of my biggest fears. Not gonna lie. I know it sounds really. Is it cliche?
No, not
Oh,
really. I mean, it's valid.
yeah, but that is one of my biggest fears.
I feel like you do answer like the love part though, and I feel like, and maybe you've never looked at it like that because I feel like it's one thing, and I feel like it's valid. Like, hey, you know, being cautious because people are crazy. You know, you never know,
Mm-hmm.
especially like online dating and stuff. People are crazy, but I feel like that's one thing. Have you ever thought about it like in a different lens of like not necessarily looking for like a love interest, but just in general, like friendships and like connections and like at work or
Mm-hmm.
something, like just making like talking to people in
Yeah.
general?
No, and I can. I don't want to. I don't want to sound like weird that I can't make friends. No, I can make friends, but it's just that part of like whenever it comes to like love, I don't know. It just scares me.